free gift and you've never checked back on the business, you've never looked at a book, everybody likes free, I get that. So I do free gifts sometimes, but I try to do, if you can, try to do a percentage off for the next campaign. You're always wanting to build your sales for the next campaign, so build that ladder up. So if you're getting sales, putting their name into a drawing that campaign, you do the drawing for the next campaign, they're automatically gonna get that 15-20% off. So then what are they gonna do? They're gonna look through your book, they're gonna look through your e-store, and how many of you have gone to the store for one thing, and you get to the checkout lane, and you're like, how do I spend $100? I do it all the time. So get them to look at your brochure, get them to go to your e-store, and that will generate more sales. So always try to build that up for the next campaign.
Can you share just in the ballpark of how much you earned in your first 90 days of the company?
Oh my gosh. I had this down.
Ballpark, you don't have to be specific.
Well, probably about $5,000.
90 days, $5 grand.
Well, I got promoter, star promoter, silver ambassador, or bronze ambassador, silver ambassador, and then gold ambassador, and then bronze leader, and then I just a president's club. So.
How long have you been with Yvonne?
I joined June 5th. This year.
Wow.
That's not, yes, you can do it. You can do it.
6 months.
Trust me, you can do it.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't today like December 5th? That's 6 December. Yeah. 6 months.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Do you work still too?
I don't. I was able to quit my job. I'm a massage therapist, and that was one of my wife for my kids. I wanted to be able to stay at home with my baby. I knew he was going to be my last one, so I wanted to take in all that time I could. So my husband said, as soon as you start bringing in the cash, you can quit. And I did. A couple weeks, well, it was like, what, a month ago? And a month ago, I quit my job.
Wow.
I can tell you, Lauren, there is no, you can't do it in her. There's no, it can't be done. She come to me, she'll say, what can I do next? And I'll say, fundraiser. She come up with this crazy fundraiser. I'm gonna go to the teachers to put all this and put people in and do it as like convoluted and involved. This girl's full.
I'm so
How many?
complicated. I do things complicated.
How many
but
people?
146 Herbies.
At 25 feet, 146 herbies,
Yeah.
she donated to get herself up to President's Club.
Yeah.
And then she'll say, what can I do next? And I hear there's great plans possibly in action on Aspira.
Yes.
Can you share a little bit?
Sure. So I went to school a while back and I was certified for a nutritional health coach. That is my passion, health, wellness. If you come to me with a question about a supplement, I will do everything in my power to research it. I'm very picky when it comes to eating and what my family puts in their bodies. We don't do artificial sweeteners, flavors. We don't do a whole lot of color. The food dyes. We try to eat pretty organic. We were on a supplement for a long time that we swore by, and I will tell you, the Aspira is Aspira is, I know I can't say it, is phenomenal. I've researched, as soon as I heard this was coming out, I called the product line through Avon, and I said I need all these ingredients that's in these products. They sent them, I did my research, I got them the other day, we tried them, she tried them. Gracie approved them. The hydration, she took a little drink of it, and it's a great product. So my plan is to do some sort of nutritional health coaching and incorporate that line of stuff. Our 30-day system, the restore. So I think that'll be pretty exciting to do.
So I hear passion, I hear commitment, I hear a CEO speaking of a company that she built. I see a CEO of Lauren Zava. I don't see someone, when she says, I'm not making enough, I want to quit my job, what can I do? And I'll say, idea 1, 2, 3. She reaches up, she reaches out. She's a member of different pages, she reads, she follows Avon U, she talks to her leaders, she gathers every bit of information that she can gather, and she formulates her plan. Even though I had disagreed with the way she was going to do this fundraiser plan, I ain't got the ability to do what she did. She did it and she rocked it. She believed in herself, she created her business, and she made it happen. I can't do what she can do, but I'm pretty phenomenal in my way. You know, it's all our own ways. So this business is designed for this. Lauren is a shining example. Jim is a shining example of how fast you can grow. My first year, I wanted to get an RV and travel. Avon, give me a whole bunch of bonus money, sent me to Orlando, give me this big old check, and I bought an RV and I traveled for a year and a half. And my business just kind of laid around, didn't lose it, but it kind of laid around, didn't grow big. But then I'm back at it. And I grew real fast again. It's like, okay, I'm driving this train now as a CEO. How does it feel? Do you know your team sells today? I had them written down, I forgot. She is bronze leader. She hit the title, which is $8,000 a campaign in team sales of what she has created in a half a year. That her team, so, you know, if we're looking at next year and we look at 26 campaigns, you know, we're over $200,000 in team sales. If we're looking project out with no growth in the future. Lauren has already created this, $200,000 in team sales just in a short time. You don't see it because you see it in little batches, but when you put the plan together, how amazing is that? I applaud you. Any more questions for Lauren? She's really good at social.
I have a question. How do you use the Avon social tools that are available? Do you do it
Yes, I do.
scheduling? How does that help you?
I use the Avon Social for my business page that's public, like I was telling you guys about. And I do. I schedule all of my posts a week, 2 weeks ahead of time. So I kind of look through the brochures, see what's coming up, and try to pinpoint some good items that I know. For those of you that are not with Avon yet, we do have this amazing platform with Avon. It's called Avon Social, and they basically give you pictures and verbiage, and you can just click on it and add your link, your store link, and you're done. And then it schedules it for you, so it's perfect. And
You
it's
can do that for a month at a time.
so easy. Yeah.
Actually, you
One
do
minute.
5 weeks at a
Can
time.
you?
Yes.
Yeah. So I like to do just a week at a time because I feel like if I do way ahead, then I forget what I put. So.
Or,
Yeah,
or
it's
even,
amazing.
I found that when I'm scheduling that stuff changes or
Yes,
happens,
yes.
I'm like, oh, I need that to go on that day, so.
Yeah, but it's really easy to go in, click on it, drag it. And I absolutely love the holidays. We get some, if you go into the holiday section, you can find the most obscure holiday. I posted kissing and hugging days a couple of months ago. It was hilarious. So I go in and I fill the month with all of these crazy, funny posts, and then I put the product posts in and around there. Because Scott Kramer says 80-20.
Yeah.
This was Kate Kavanaugh. You just hit silver leader this year?
Yes, I became a silver leader in campaign 19, which allows me to go with Robin to the Leadership Summit in San Antonio in January. So very excited. So yes, the social media tool, we have sweepstakes, which allows you to gather actually leads from people who enter the sweepstakes, and that's all tracked on the social media center for you. There's a whole bunch of categories that are not even Avon. There's a coffee category, a travel category, a humor category. Go out and have fun with that. Now, the one thing I know I do for my team to remind them about the social media, I actually schedule posts to show up on my team page. Because it says, as long as you're the admin of the page or the group, you can post in it. And it says Avon Social in the post. So
everybody sees the fact that that you're utilizing the tool. And so, you know, there's gift battles and there's all kinds of fun things. And we had a brand new rep who came to us from another another direct sales company, and she is just floored by what we get for free. Because her other company did not, they had to pay for their website. They did not have tools. They had to go figure out all of their own posts, all of their own pictures. And the big thing about being a social media person is you also have to understand copyright laws. Okay? You cannot necessarily take all these wonderful Disney posts or Winnie the Pooh or any of that stuff and start posting it on your site as a part of your business, because Disney will come after you. So they put together all of the approved pictures that we can use without getting into any hot water. So it is definitely something to utilize on a regular basis. And do stuff. My favorite thing actually is I will post some really neat things on my business page, and then I share them to my timeline. The other thing, which I know frightens a whole lot of people, is videos get more looks than pictures. So getting out there and posting videos means somebody's going to stop and look. So my order came in yesterday, and I pulled him out, her, and posted her on Facebook. So the nice thing is it has an off switch and it's a toggle switch. But this is the kind of stuff. Have fun with your social media. It is not a stressy thing. It is an absolute fun thing. If you don't want to see yourself on there, that's fine. Post this.
What do they call that post? It's not incognito. When you post something that doesn't say, I sell Avon, buy something.
A hint post.
A what?
A hint post.
Hint post.
Yeah.
Hint post.
Yep. And then what I did was I went out to my website, got on and found Holly, copied the link, and posted it in the comments so that everybody can go directly to my page. You know? And I had a social win recently where I woke up to a direct delivery and I'm looking at this name going, I recognize the last name, but how do I know this person in Cincinnati, Ohio? I haven't even been there yet. And it was a cousin of my dad's who ordered Avon from me because I post regularly. I don't know this person at all. I even tried to reach out to this person because I went to Cincinnati and never got a response. So, you know, this is where our business is going, and we have the most amazing opportunity to share. So, does everybody know what Forbes is? Okay? Go look for an article that talks about the side hustle is the new security. They have posted articles, professional articles in the last 2 years that talks about having your own business, being in direct sales, having, you know, making your own soap. That's where your security is. Not finding a job, staying there forever, and retiring with a pension. When you realize that you have a gift that you can offer people, just like Jim said, everybody's a prospect. Yeah. I'm sitting here as a silver leader. I was never approached to be an Avon person. I went online, found my sponsor because I liked her website because she modified it, and I started selling. And she quit right before I built a team.
And look at her now. Thank you. Now, look at our ladies. They have sit here quietly,
I'm
patiently.
loving the side of the picture.
These are not quiet ladies. Come on up, ladies, and give us the best you got. We're all here.
I'll go. I just have an idea I want to share.
Okay.
So this is my new passion, and there's a packet here for everyone to take as a sample. So my new I have a couple of passions in Avon. One is fundraisers. I believe that fundraising could change our company, and I know that it could change anyone's life who really goes after it. When I was the district manager years ago, I should introduce myself better. Sorry. My name is Renee Hobley. I'm the senior coach for our territory, which includes all of Missouri, all of Oklahoma, all of Arkansas, a sliver up the coast of Missouri of Illinois, which includes you all, kind of half of Iowa, a little bit of a corner of Nebraska, a half of Kansas, and then oddly enough, the state of Washington, a little bit of Idaho, and a little bit of Montana. So don't ask me how that happened. But I've been with Avon for 29 years, and started actually, it's a kind of an interesting story. My mom was a home mom till I was in 4th grade. My brother was in 2nd grade, and she went to work in an office building, and we also owned rental properties, and the Avon District sales manager moved into one of our rental properties. So they became landlord, tenant, and friends, and of course she recruited my mom as an Avon representative. When I was in the 10th grade, when I was in about 8th grade, my mom and dad bought a restaurant, and so I became a restaurant worker basically. And my mom, when I was in 10th grade, loved Avon so much that she applied to become an employee of the company. And so she kind of left us in the restaurant because we still owned the restaurant even though she was now full-time working for Avon. So I became very involved in waitressing, cooking, but also the paperwork and the bookwork and paying the bills and all that kind of stuff. And so I went to college and got my degree in hospitality and tourism, hotels and restaurants, and moved to Madison, Wisconsin. Had a couple of different hotel and restaurant jobs, and my husband was a buddy of one of my bartenders. As we got more and more serious in our relationship, I realized that the restaurant industry sucked. Because all I was working was nights, weekends, and holidays if I wanted to make any money, right? And the final straw was when I had trouble getting off work to go to my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. So literally the next day I called my mom, maybe I should take a look at Avon, which of course she had been telling me for, like 5 years. So she hooked me up with an interview, and honest to God, that was 29 years ago. I just had my 29th anniversary in September. So love helping people, supporting people, helping them really shine and become stars. And I don't know how many of you saw this, but on Tuesday, I got to deliver the $25,000 check for our region. Did you see that on Facebook?
Yes.
Oh my God. So, what's so cool about that is that we get to kind of do that every day. Maybe it's not 25,000, but my God, for Lord, it was 5,000. Jim, it was up by 5,000. Maybe it's 1,000. Maybe it's $200. The average home foreclosure, if they would have had $200 extra a month, would not have happened. And that's $200 that might be all they need. We could help them get that really easily. So very exciting. So sorry I go off on a tangent, but this is my idea of the week. Actually, it's going to be my idea of the year for 2019. Book parties. So book parties, tradition, those of us who are in that, age of baby boomers, we would go and sit in somebody's house and do the Tupperware party thing, right? Or the Pampered Chef party or whatever. But we don't have time for that stuff. I spend a lot of time with people all day. I really don't want you all to come to my house tonight for a party. So I love the concept of book parties because heck yeah, I can share a book with my mom and my sister and my cousin and whoever and get orders. So 2 brochures, a half pack of the callback notes, the little 10-cent pads that you can get, a business card, your business card, and a maybe a couple samples. That's your packet. Now, you can ask every single one of your customers, how would you like to earn some free Avon for the holidays? Yeah, how do I do that? Take these books, go get some orders from your friends and family at work. Does anybody have anybody who brings them other orders from other people right now already? Okay, turn it into a book party. She'll get more if she realizes she's getting something out of it. So my thinking is 20% if they host a book party, right? So let's say she comes back to you with a $200 order. That would be $40 in store credit. So she has to take the $40 and spend it with you on more product. So now you just went from a $200 order to a $240 order for your personal sales, right? But before you take the orders from her, you can say, you know, you get 20%, so I owe you $40 and you can shop out of the brochure. But if you're interested, you could get $80 in cash if you start your own account with Avon, and this could be your first order. So now you've turned your party into a potential new recruit. And she got to try it without any thinking that it was going to possibly be a long-term thing. She got to try it thinking it was only going to be a 2-week book party. So she comes back with $200 in orders. You know, she may go, wow, that was really easy for me to get that $200 in orders. I'm going to become a representative. The cool part is it's a win-win for you. You should have no care which way she goes. Heck yeah, you're going to take the $240 in sales. Heck yeah, if she wants to become a recruit, you'll support her that way. So it's a win-win for you. Allow somebody to try it, potentially increases your personal sales, and potentially brings a new business partner onto your team. And the really cool thing about that is that she has her first $200 order ready to go in the day she signs up. You know, so boom. And then that's her schedule. Every 2 weeks after that, she's got an order. It doesn't have to be at the end of the campaign like what we're used to. So this is just a pretend package, and these instructions are for you, not for them. So I wouldn't put that in the, well, actually, no, it is. No, it could be for them. This is instructions for them. So you might include this, and it's posted on her Facebook page. But you might include this with her so she knows what to do. Go share the book, get orders, write them up on the little receipts. I also like the fact that anybody could do this, so it could be talk to your customers, talk to your friends and family. If somebody says, oh, I'd really like to order more, but I just can't afford it, let me help you earn it. And then also, I think it would work for strangers. So if you're at a booth at the mall, or doing a table in front of Fashion Bug, or you know, doing a booth at a Christmas bazaar or holiday fair right now, total strangers. I'm offering the opportunity to host a book party and get 20% free Avon, and maybe somebody you don't even know says, hey, I'll do that. Get their information, go out, get some orders. I'm going to talk to you in 2 days, and follow up, and she comes back with a couple $100 in sales. Now, when we're talking about campaign 1, 5 friends each do a $200 party between now and December 16th. That's $1,000. You get double dollars in campaign 1, so that's $2,000. You're now a fifth the way to President's Club in one campaign.
One campaign.
So it's a total, you know, or a tenth the way to Honor Society in one campaign.
Okay.
So this is my idea for the year, for 2019.
You want to announce this? You had a question you were going to add on to it.
Oh, did everybody have these?
You just
Yeah.
talked about it.
Okay, so this is going to be your door prize drawing. We have some goodies to give away tonight. So if everyone would write their name on it. And then one goal for yourself in 2019. It could be a financial goal, like I want to buy something or I want to save this amount. It could be a professional goal with Avon, like I want to become a President's Club member, I want to grow to Honor Society, and then one kind of business thing, like I'd like to learn more about fundraising, I'd like to learn more about book parties, I'd like to learn more about skincare. I'd like to learn more about nutrition. So we can just have a little kind of your personal history as we help and support you to develop your businesses. And then these are going to go in a drawing, and we got all kinds of good prizes to give away. Thank you.
No, thank you, Renee. This is Avon paying her to come down here to give us her expert advice. Soak it in because it's the best we can get. Miss Christie?
Well, I just want to say, first off, I can't be more excited to finally get a chance to come this way and meet such fabulous representatives. You have an amazing team. Lauren and Jim have been like so exciting to watch, and I mean, we were talking about this earlier about the growth that has happened with this company. You know, just introduce myself. Those that didn't hear me earlier or get a chance to meet, my name's Christy. I am a leadership coach for the Missouri-Illinois area. Renee is my boss, your senior coach. But it's been really fun. We've been kind of on this little road trip journey since last night. She's been on her journey a little bit longer than me, but I joined her last night, and this is our 4th meeting, and it's been so much fun to get out and experience and hear different stories and share ideas and all of that. But my story starts literally 15 years ago. I actually signed up to be a representative so I could be a stay-at-home mom. I was pregnant with my first daughter. Just turned 15, and I had a full-time job, and it was it was a decent job, but the hours sucked. they were bad, and I didn't want to live my life without being there for those moments with my daughter. And my mom actually had recommended, because I had tried some other direct selling companies, but they just, not that they were bad, they just weren't a good fit for me. But my mom actually was buying Avon from a lady that lived behind her, and she's like, why don't you sell Avon? She's like, all your aunts and everybody will buy from you. I was like, I'm not selling Avon, Mom. I was looking for other things, and she's like, oh, just do it. In the meantime, you'll be able to make some extra money. Oh my God, let me tell you what, that was never in a million years would I've ever thought. 15 years later, here I am, in front of all of you, speaking and working with such amazing representatives for an amazing company like I am, because this was not even a thought 15 years ago for me. But what I can say is, about 4 years into it, after my daughter was obviously a little bit older, I had worked with, at the time, what we call district managers, and had built a relationship with her and had learned some things. And happened to one day, she's like, I'm going to recommend you to interview with my boss, because we have an open market, which actually happens to be this area. This was my district, my very first district that I had as a district manager. And I went and interviewed for it, and I was offered the position, and it was hard, because now I think back, man, if I would have stayed a representative, I'd be like Robin or even higher. Like, it would have been totally different probably, but I don't regret my choice at all. And so I've been a district manager up until the changeover where they made us all coaches, and I love that responsibility even more, because it takes some of the pressure off that we had as district managers and allows us to be able to help develop representatives and leaders into business owners that they want to be for themselves. And so my journey has been absolutely amazing. I don't even know what I would do if I didn't ever have, actually I do, I'd go back and I'd be a representative. So if I did that ever happen, I'd be Avon rep again. But, it has been, for those of you, well, for everybody here, because a lot of you are still really new, this is a company that, for one, has been around forever. Everybody knows Avon for the most part, right? They have a story, they know somebody who sells, they, sold before, maybe a couple times, everybody's got a story to share in regards to this business. And, when you look back over the years, we've been through, Renee probably can tell even more than I can, But the stories with how we've kind of evolved over the years with different programs and different leadership, opportunities and all kinds of different stuff that we've tried that may have not always been the best. I will say now that we've had these last couple of years with the transition into New Avon, we've had a company that has absolutely amazing products. Aspira alone, that is a game changer for us. This is something totally new for us. We've never had it before. And to be able to offer the products that we have now that we didn't have before is for those, whether you're looking to be a top seller, whether you're looking to be a leadership representative, everything that we offer is absolutely amazing. We have something to be able to offer to everybody that's affordable, that's backed with a guarantee, so if somebody's not interested in one thing, they're going to be interested in something else, hopefully. And so, whether it's a man, woman, we've got kids stuff, that we've got it all covered. The support, Lauren talks about, her opportunity for her online website. I think in our conversation too, and somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's any other direct selling company out there that offers a free website for you to be able to run your business 24/7, let alone have somebody like Scott Kramer be able to provide free training like no other. That man is a social media god. He has really. Did you find a lot of your support through him, or did you just figure it out on your own, or? Good girl, awesome. But for those that are a little bit, not as savvy with social media, we have free support, professional support, and a team of people provided to our representatives to be able to learn those things that you're looking to, in regards to finding ways to build your business in that sense. The earning opportunity for our new representatives. My God, Jim and Lauren, amazing with their bonus opportunities and their earning potential. We've got, kickstarts for new representatives, incentives, $25,000, and I'm gonna tell you, I had tears when I saw that.
I did too.
I saw mine go live, and I'm like, okay, this is it. And I'm sitting there, I've got tears, and my oldest daughter comes and she's like, why are you crying? I'm like, don't talk to me right now. I'm looking at this. I'm like, no, she's like, why are you watching this? What is going on? But the thing that caught me the most, it was awesome that she won $25,000. That is amazing. But it was the emotion that she had, and in that moment, I took away from the fact that, that meant so much to her. And I don't know what her story is. I don't even know the lady, but that's the kind of company that when you're part of Avon, that you're part of, you become family, and they, you have opportunities like that to really not only change your life, but change the life of other people. So, when you go out, with the different incentives, that was great. We have the iPads, we always have something going on, right? Yes, that's what I'm going to talk about. But, I remember my first conversation with Jim, and I was like, he's good. This guy is good. And the reason why I knew that was because of the way when we were talking, it wasn't about I'm going to recruit this person, or I'm going this is how I do, what I do in recruiting. It was about their why. It was about connecting to a reason of why they need our opportunity, why they need our product even. So it's not necessarily always going to be that person's going to join your team, but it could be the fact that you have a solution to their problem when it comes to skincare or something of that nature. And so when you can find a way to help them with their problems and connect and make it personal for them, you're good. And it may not work all the time. You may have to go back and revisit it, right? But that was one thing I do remember in our conversation that really, really stood out. We had a pretty good conversation in the beginning, and it was, I was like, wow, he's got it. He is going to really go places because he understands that that's what's needed. It's not about necessarily bringing on everybody and the brother in a couple of days. It's about building that relationship and finding a way to connect. And we have that here. We have so many reasons to connect. And Lauren, the fact that you are just an absolute beast when it comes to ideas and just not taking no for an answer. That you guys, those of you that are considering joining, you're part of an amazing team. Wherever you fall under, whoever you fall under, you've come to the right place. So let me just leave it at that. But I have some, Renee just told you a little bit about her passion with the book parties, which has gone over amazing. Who wants to go to Los Cabos next summer?
Right? Let's give them.
Yes.
Everybody, we ain't got long to go, but I learned this. Everybody stand up. Let's change some dynamics here.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Everybody, Aunt Judy. Everybody, Mama. Turn to the person to your right. Give them one compliment.
You're amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Turn to the person to your left. Give them a compliment. Everybody feel awake again? Yeah. We're about to give away some prizes. She has a wonderful topic she's talking on. We're almost done. Then we get gifts. Here we go. You're all finished. It just brings back some energy. Come on.
Okay, so one of the great things, first off, I know, Smile, you've been on the Avon trip. Like an incentive trip? No?
I always am recruiting when it's about sales. When I'm
Okay.
sales, it never fit my team goal at the time.
Gotcha.
But I'm going to all of them.
Has anyone been on a trip, do you think? Has anyone been on an Avon trip, an incentive trip? I don't want to assume not.
So far, only just the leadership training.
Okay, so let me tell you.
Ohio, that was pretty nice.
So I have an amazing memory. As a new representative in my second year with this company, they offered a trip called Sail Abration. And it was a cruise to the Bahamas. Were you on it? So it was, like I said, my second year. And when you tend to hear about incentives from other, like trip incentives or whatnot from other companies, sometimes people have this assumption that there's no way I'm gonna make this. Like, I'm gonna have to sell $1 million to make this work, right? Well, let me tell you, I earned that trip, and the only reason, not the only reason, but the reason I earned it was because this was based on highest sales increase over your previous year. So all I had to do was beat my own numbers, like, by however far I could do it. So nothing like, you have these really big top sellers that were blowing numbers out of the water. And here I'm this little newbie who's working towards Honor Society. And, I thought, okay, just doing my own thing. And then another person I was working with was like, oh, wow, you can get this, right? And so then somebody brought it to my attention. I thought, oh, wow, this is really possible. I can do this. And I did. And it was amazing. All expense paid. I swear I think we had the whole boat to ourselves. Did we not? I mean, I'm not even joking when I said that, because we would go into, completely Carnival cruise line. I will say at one point though, I thought we were going to drown because when we docked, our room was on the very back, and it was like in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden we went bam up against the dock. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Flew out of my bed. That was a nightmare for me, but then it was all good. But oh my gosh, the way they treat you on any Avon trip is like no other. Like, you are a king and a queen. Like, everything you want is available to you. This particular trip is all expense paid to Los Cabos in June. Is it 4 days? All inclusive. 2nd through the 5th, I believe. And again, what I love most about this company is the fact that anybody can do it. It's a you do, you get. If you want it, it's there for the taking. You don't gotta, necessarily compete against other people or try to sell, tons of stuff or recruit a ton of people. Although that will help you, obviously, and we're gonna talk about that. But it's you against yourself. And so if this is something that you're really excited about and think, gosh, I'd love to be in Los Cabos next June, I'm going to tell you, you will not regret it. And it's absolutely attainable. But
You get to go with me.
and yes, Robin will be there. I know Kate will be there.
together. That would be
Wouldn't it? Come on, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I think that there's going to be a lot of people. I think Avon's going to take over.
Well,
for sure.
the first trip to the Bahamas was about 350 people. The cruise this year was like 700. So shoot for 1,400 Avon people.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. And
Some of them might drink.
well, we heard some stories last night from Mike.
This is all inclusive, so
Yeah.
I feel like some toes right now.
Right now. Although my 17-year-old was a little bummed to find out he can't go.
Oh yeah. I'm sure.
That's all right. You'll have more fun mom time with friends.
Tell us
So.
how to get this trip.
So yes, so for some of you now, you may have already earned some points because we had an early start where you could bank some points for different things, and that ran from campaign 23 through campaign 26. So officially, though, the rest of the official part starts in campaign 1, and there's some ways that you're going to be able to bank points. One of which is going to be your sales. Another is going to be your recruits. You're adding new team members. You'll also have an opportunity to earn points whenever you advance title in leadership, as well as earn points for helping mentor others in your downline. Okay? And so what we have here is you're going to see on your sheet. Did everybody get a sheet? Looks like this? Okay. So this is your tracker. And this is something that you're going to want to really stay on top of starting now, okay? Because we're about ready to close out campaign 26. You're going to want to take a look at where you're at right now. For those of you that may have already earned some points, check by because they have a little thing on your dashboard that's already tracking some of your points. And see where you're at so far from 23 to 26. And then you need to make a plan for campaigns 1 through campaign 8. So that you know what you're working towards each and every campaign, so that you can have, so you can achieve what you need to make it happen. So the good news is, and this was brought up at some of our previous meetings, is that a trip for 1 is 5,000 points. Okay, the trip for our last trip, it was 7,000 points for one person. Well, yeah, so this go around, it's 7,000 points, and you get to bring a guest. So how fun would that be? So you don't have to go by yourself, you get to bring a friend. There's also going to be prizes along the way. So as you earn points, you're going to be able to earn a towel, a tote bag, a mirror and brush set, and then obviously build your way up to the trip for 1 or trip for 2. So we want to make sure that we're working for our trip for 2. So we're shooting for 7,000 points so that you guys break in all the goodies along with the trip and the guests, okay? And it's broken down, so you're going to see the different categories and the points value associated. So just for an example, I'm sorry, this is so hard to read for me. 300 to 499, for example, you're going to bank 100 points. 100 points. So that's your personal sales. So if you sell $300 in each of those campaigns from here on out, you're going to bank that extra, that 100 points per just that qualifier. Does that make sense? Okay. In addition to that, so for every, so if you're typically, what's your average order size, Lauren? Each campaign. Okay, so if you stay consistent with that at a 500 plus, you're banking 200 points every campaign from campaign 1 on. Okay, so that's a pretty good chunk of points right there.
So I'm gonna start.
Okay, please do, because I can't. I mean, it's my 4th meeting. I can't do numbers in my head right now.
1,600. Got it.
Okay, so if you have for an Alma lead, so that an Alma lead is somebody who was provided to you as a lead from the company, and if they join your team and they place a qualifying order, you will bank 150 points per that. So, Robin, typically how many Alma leads do you convert in a campaign?
2 to 6.
2 to 6? Okay. So if you shot for 2 a campaign,